Good morning and welcome in for another video. Myself, Darren, HGV Class 1 driver here in the UK. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the Aphrodite. And something tells me she's had a little bit of a wash over the weekend. It's nice and clean, which is good. Now let's get right in there, checking all the tyre treads, make sure everything's all okay. No damage to the tyres. Same for this one. Get my hand right in there, feel the tread. No damage to the tank. The leads are in good condition and all the electrics are working. Put the night heater on as it's a little bit chilly at the moment. Quick stop off at Morrison's to get myself some milk. Let's be honest with you, you got to keep the coffee flowing in the mornings. Arrived over our St Helens depot so I can collect the skeleton trailer we're going to be using today. Because that's right, it's probably seen in the title anyway of the video, but we're on containers today. It's already set for a 20-foot container. That's the 40-foot container, the pin needs to go into there. And we're make sure that's out and the brakes are okay as well. And the pins we're going to be using for a 20-foot container is this one. And then it's going to be that one just there. Now, if it's a 40-foot container, what we do is put the pin into there by reducing the length of the trailer and then extending the back over there. And I'm going to extend this bar out. Leads are all connected and away we go. Our first job is a collection from Seaforth Port. Going to be collecting a container. I'm not too sure what size the container is going to be. Hopefully it's going to be a 20, so I don't have to mess about with stretching it. And we just need to put the pins up when we get there, get it loaded, and then we're going off to Knowsley. So it's not too far. Empty off the container, and then we've got to be back, I think it was 12 o'clock, back at the docks, collect the second trailer. Well, container, should I say. Force a habit, that one, isn't it? It keeps saying collecting different trailers when it's the container. So I'm booked in for the second container between 12 and 1. Rather be there for 12 o'clock than the 1 o'clock. Sure, get an hour slot, you see. Sure, make sure you're there on time. Collect the second container, and I think that's getting delivered somewhere by the docks. I don't think it's too far. Then I'm not too sure what to do with the empty container after that, because that's all I've got planned for the day. Make my way towards the docks. What I need to do is jump onto the M62, onto the M57, follow it to the end, hit a left down towards Bootle, and just pretty much straight following that road really. And in theory it should be a nice and easy day if everything goes to plan. The first container is booked in between 7 and 8. It's currently 10 to 7 because I had to start off at our Haydock depot for 6 o'clock, go to St Helens, collect the skeleton trailer, and then make your way to the docks. Should be there for about 7:30, 20 to 8, I reckon. I'm not a big fan of this roundabout. The St Helens and Widnes roundabout on the M62. The lanes are a little bit narrow and you get a lot of drivers not knowing where to drive, which lane to get into. So you're always getting drivers trying to cut across last minute. So you got to keep a good eye on all your mirrors around you. Just to make sure you don't get anybody trying to sneak past and cause an accident when you don't see them. I've seen it quite a few times, to be fair, on this roundabout that happen. And onto the M62 we go. Always feels weird when you're driving just a skeleton trailer, because I'm quite used to your standard curtain side trailers, and when you look in your mirror, it just looks like half the thing's missing. Well, that's because it is really, isn't it? Let's be honest. I suppose it must be like that for flatbed trailers as well. I mean, drive them for the first time. Off in the distance, you might just be able to see a couple of blue and red giant cranes, what are used to unload all the container ships. And that's where we're heading. It's now 7:20, so we're in nice and early. Oh, within our slotted time, shall I say. Just keep an eye on that black car, yeah. Thought I'd go move over. Now, I've only been here twice with Jeff and once on my own, so I'm hoping it goes to plan, because they are really big, the docks as well. You got two different main ports. You got port 1 and port 2, and you don't know what size container or whereabouts you're collecting the container from until you put in your little pin code, which then links up with the container that you're collecting. The little slip prints off, and it might say either like a 40 or 20-foot container. It'll be over at dock 1 or 2. So I'm still trying to learn it all myself. There's a lot to take in as well. Now it's 20 miles per hour on the docks. If you're new to coming to this area or you've never been before, make sure you follow that speed limit. As you can see to the left hand side, you have the police headquarters for the docks just there. And they are always out and about with speed guns, trying to catch drivers out for the driving hours. They have a little roadblock sometimes, like the barrier we just went past. So they are pretty on it. So make sure you've got everything, you know, where it should be on your truck. Make sure there's no defects. And also keep to that speed limit. Right, we've been pulled over as well. Looks like we came a little bit early. It's just to make sure your vehicle's alright. They might check your tacho and make sure you're not taking any dangerous goods in. Quite standard. There's one of the ships. And I need to park up in this little section here, do the twist locks for the right size container, making sure we're at the right length in regards to stretching out the skeleton trailer. And then also I need to pick up a tag as well whilst I'm here. Just grab one of the tags, so them giant cranes that you can see in front of you can then load you up with the right container. There's one of the smaller ships to the left, and now we just need to try and find the bay that we need to park next to. I believe on the left hand side that's where I've dropped the empty containers off, over at Terminal 2. Hopefully it's there, because I know what I'm doing at that one. It's really cool, isn't it, how they work? W09. Right, so we're KW09, which is just over here. I'm just going to park up right next to the sign. And that is one heavy container on the back right now. Definitely feel the weight. I can't get out just yet to do the twist locks. I've got to go back where I was earlier, where I got our little tag, and the area where you can stretch out your unit as well if you need to. I've got to make my way back round there, and then I can do the twist locks, get the dock card back, hand the tag in, and away we go. Let's lock in the twist locks, and we're checking that the container has a seal. Go check the same number as the one what we've got on the paper and make sure it's the right way. And just like that, we're done at the docks. Just can't reach the scanner. Gotta stick my arm out the window. Go on, mate, you go first. For our delivery point, it's 9.5 miles. I'm due to get there for 8:30, and it is just about to approach 8:15 at the moment, so it's not too far at all. Fingers crossed I've got a big yard. One of my subscribers mentioned that they used to do container work, and more often than not it would be going down to like a residential house or like a little business on a side street. So I've got some fun times ahead of us by the sounds of it when doing some container work. I've taken a little bit of a detour. Luckily I know the area pretty well. We've just got all the roadworks around the East Lancs area as you're getting onto Knowsley Estate. So I've diverted past there, came off the junction before on the M57, I'm gonna say. And I'm gonna cut through the back route to get onto the estate. See, if we come this way, I'll sit in traffic for 25 minutes to get on the estate. I think this way is a little bit easier. I was originally going to go straight down the East Lancs from the docks, but on the dock road they've got loads of roadworks at the moment. So that was backed right up. So turned around the roundabout, headed straight down towards the M57, and then down the M57 I went. I came off here at Kirby. Now for this junction, I need to try and take it not too short. It doesn't help with all the cars parked there in the middle as well. Could have done with that little bit of extra swing. We'll manage to get through all right. I'm only a mile off. Should be there in the next 5 or 10 minutes. Ooh, Popeye's chicken is umping, ladies and gentlemen. I sound like I've been waiting for like a year or something for this place to open. It's not. I've never been Popeye's before, that's all. And I drove past it the other day and it was still under construction. So I was quite surprised it's finished already. Probably sounded like bloody Homer Simpson, didn't I? Right, round the corner now. We've got to be doing a right turn in 800 yards and we're at our destination. Now, I've never delivered to this business before, so I don't know what to expect. But I know this road isn't really the best road either. You always get little vehicles parked up all over the place. So it can be quite narrow. I'll pull up on the road itself, and if I can't see the business straight away, I'm just going to Google map it so I can get a better idea. So I'm not too sure if this is a one-way system, this road. Which means if I drive past it, I've got to go all the way around, and I'd rather not do that. Lots of creaking from behind. Yeah, I can pull here for a second. Have a quick check. And according to Google Maps, that should be just here on the right hand side. And looking at it, it looks quite a big size. And we can drive in at one way and then come out on the other side. Okay, I thought it was around here. Ah, there it is on the right. Okay, so we can't actually get through there. So it looks like we've got to go through the other way instead. So I'm coming up then from Yardley Road and you exit on Kirby Bank Road. Okay. Some more warehouses there getting built to the left. Let's go this way instead. Really feel the weight on this container though. I reckon it's around 24 ton. 24, 26 ton maybe. Well, I found the entrance, however, I've had to drive past it, turn around at the end of the road, and then come in at this angle because there's a car parked pretty much right across from the turning. So where the car was, I couldn't really get the swing properly. So I'm going to come around here nice and slowly, and then I'm going to go on the other side of the road, take up a little bit of the path to do a nice big swing to get in there to the left hand side. It's pretty tight this bit here. I don't want the trailer to cut the corner and take out the wall. It looks like it's been done a few times. You can see where it's been rebuilt. Even doing that, it didn't really get right across. And that's what they're going to be using to get me loaded. So look where he is. Right, and back we go. Now we're on site and in position. It's a case of just waiting around for the next, I'm going to say between 40 minutes to an hour to get unloaded. Luckily it's all palletized and they've got the ramps to get the forks on and off nice and easy, and it shouldn't really be too long. Fingers crossed on that one. So we need to be back at the docks. I think it's 11 o'clock to 12 o'clock. Sit back and enjoy the coffee. I think they're about 3/4 of the way through, give or take. It's quite wobbly at the moment every time it goes on and off. And it's taken quite a lot off as well, to be fair, so he's doing a good job. Put the brakes on, push that in so that pin can go inside, and then we need to stretch it out now. Give it a quick double check, making sure it's in the right one, and then keeping that pulled out, put the brakes back off, and away we go. Back to the docks, should be there in about half hour, 40 minutes. Really is a pretty tight yard to get out, isn't it? Just keeping an eye on the top passenger mirror, make sure we're getting past all right. Careful of the driver's side axles, it doesn't cut the corner. And away we go. Back to the docks. We're booked in for 11 o'clock. So I might have to wait around for 20 minutes somewhere before we can get access, but I'm going to make my way up that area anyhow. I thought these two were broken down at first, then I just seen the little van with its beacons on, and then a huge abnormal load coming around the corner. Not too sure what it is. Well, it's a bit longer than your standard trailer. Arrived at the docks now, it's currently 11:05, all booked in. and I've been given 2 locations now. The first location is over at Terminal 2 and it's the dispatch, and then back at Terminal 1, which is over here to the left, which looks fairly busy today. It's the busiest I've seen it. And that's where we're going to be getting our other container from. And it's going to be a 45-foot container we're collecting, so we're going to have to stretch out the trailer to make sure it's on the right setting. Loosen up all these locks. Not them ones, but this one as well. So it can get taken off nice and easy. That's a nice one, isn't it? You don't see many of them around. Driving right down the middle again, trying to find our little pad number where we need to park up to get it offloaded. I'm looking for Bay A. Should be on the left hand side, and it's number 17. AL 62. 50. Let's go get nice and early so the trailer can be straightened up behind the cab. And there we are. And away it goes. Just drop these pins down and unfold this bit a little bit like so. Drop that one down, same for that one, and then raise this one. Since we're going for a 40-foot container, push that one in, brake on, then we're going to move this pin into this hole. We're over at Terminal 1 now, and you can see the bits of kit that these are using are pretty cool, aren't they? Job number 2 is only at Bootle, and it's literally around the corner, with it being 1 mile and a quarter away. Going straight onto the little bypass up here, and then the road that we're turning off is just off this main road here. Got a lot of roadworks on at the moment, so it's quite backed up. That's not good whatsoever, that, is it? Atlas Road Industry Estate, that's one we're looking for. I told you it wasn't far. It's Unit 10 Maritime Trade Park. Now, Maritime Trade Park is here now on the right. Where's Unit 10 going? Hopefully not somewhere too tight. I've got a feeling I'm going to have to reverse out of this. Oh, it looks a bit of a tight one, doesn't it? For an Arctic to be coming down. Oh, yeah, it is. And unit 10 is just here on the left hand side. It looks like it might be a handball job by the looks of it. It's lucky I did drive in, to be honest, because their unit is pretty much on the end. So if I was facing the other way, they probably won't be able to get to it to empty it off. Now, I don't want to be blocking cars in, so I was doing a couple of shunts to move it over to the side. I'll see where they want me. Lovely. Hopefully there's got to be space for me to get out or turn around a little bit later on, because this could be here for an hour or two. We've arrived at the client's nice and early at 12:20. However, shut us down and it's padlock on the gate. Spoke to the office, not booked until 2 o'clock, so we are slightly early. But as I always say, I'd rather be there nice and early instead of it being late. Waiting around for 2 hours isn't really a bad thing for myself, because I could do some editing on a vlog and then stick a film on, so we're winning. Got a little bit of entertainment over there, keep us busy. I don't know if he's trying to flip it over or turn it to get on the back of it. I don't quite know. Now, I'm no mechanic, but that can't be the best way to get that on the back of the vehicle, unless they're trying to use it as a jack to put it up so they can look underneath it. But also, that can't be good. Yeah, that can't be good for the car in general, the steering or anything. So the fella's arrived nice and early, a little bit just before 2. However, I need to try and reverse it onto there. Supposedly all the other drivers do it, so I'm going to give it a try. Keep getting out, keep checking. That's the best thing you can do, is take your time with it. I mean, I do like a challenge, but it's going to be tight, this. And it's going to be a blind reverse as well. I think I've gone a bit too sharp on that reverse. So go try it again. It's quite hard to judge it when you're doing a blind. Get out, double check. On the first attempt, it's not too bad, just need to straighten it up a little bit. And be careful with these cars here as well. Go pat myself on the back. as that. It's perfect. Well made up with that. First attempt, get in there. Definitely happy with that. And I'm hoping I might be able to get the turn just to get out, to get around. And unfortunately, I'm blocking most of the place. And these turn up. I'm sorry, drive. A little chat with him then, he seemed to be all right with it. And luckily, because he's in the class 2, it could come around that way, so it's not too bad. It's been 2.5 hours now since I've been in position for him to unload by the shutter doors. And I've not got a clue how I'm going to get out of this place. I really don't. As you can see, it's a little bit chaotic back there. It really is. And then I've got all these cars here, and let's try and turn it around a little bit. You don't have a lot whatsoever of space to get out. So the black one there belongs to one of these guys, so I can move that, and then hopefully I'll be able to get the swing. And with these cars here, there's now not a lot of swing. I'm hoping I can just about get the swing. If the truck comes around this angle here, it should probably come up to about here, and then around there to get out. But that car will have to get moved, and quite possibly that pallet as well. At least I don't have to worry about the tail swing anyway. That's enough for that to get past the post. Getting out and giving it a quick check, making sure the swing is actually all right, which it is. Pretty tight getting around here as well. Not a lot of space on the passenger side. Time out. And away we go. Finally on the road. Let's go back to the docks. Luckily we're only around the corner from the docks, and we're booked in to drop the container off between 4 and 5. It's currently 4:15. And if you're wondering what was in all them sacks, or what we just delivered, about 24 tons of charcoal. That's what it looks like, guys. Quite a lot. Luckily the docks is only just up the road, so it's not far whatsoever to get there. My word, that take it out of me. I've not done anything. I've not done anything and I'm tired. I always get more tired out when I'm sat around not doing anything than when I'm actually out and about doing stuff. It's weird when that happens, isn't it? Oh, getting pulled again for the second time today. What's the chances? I promise you, it is random. I wonder if it's the same lad from before. I think it is as well. Well, that's chances on that. It's the same lad that pulled me this morning. And he's like, did I pull you in this morning? I was like, yeah. He goes, ah, oh, sorry. Had a little chat for 5 minutes. And then checked my card, and that's about it, really. And there we go.
Now we're all done at the docks. We need to make our way over to St Helens depot, drop the skeleton trailer off, drive to Haydock, unit only, and then jobs are good. And I think tomorrow is going to be a 7 AM start, and we're going around Manchester. Not too sure whereabouts in Manchester we're going, but that's what's planned so far. And then I'm actually off work on Wednesday, so there won't be any vlog on the Thursday. So just giving you a heads up about that one. In case you're wondering, it's going to be a big vlog or anything, but unfortunately there won't be. Straight through the little check barrier. Not much of a check barrier really, is it? To be honest. And I'm going straight down to the M57. And then straight down the M57 to the M62. And coming off for St Helens. Nice and easy. Just depends on the traffic, because the time is just about to hit 5 o'clock. That's one skeleton parked up for the night. All I need to do is just drop the trailer wherever it is, make my way over to Haydock, and then that is me done for the day. So on that note, I'm going to call it a day on the video as well. So thank you very much for watching, really do appreciate it. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you again next time. Take care of yourself, have a great week, have a great day. Bye for now.